The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Tennessee Titans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
First down, Titans.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
22 yards.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship.
Derrick Henry all alone. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Short throw to Smith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
The Titans first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A first look now for Darrynton Evans. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Five yards from the end zone, first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
On the carry.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Returning it, Justice Hill. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The tackle made by
these two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans, a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But that game was all Tennessee. They led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Jackson to Boykin, first down, Baltimore.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Titans 6, Ravens 0.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, My list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
Yeah, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the Titans' 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Jackson. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Titans 6. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Khalif Raymond now. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They keep it with Henry on first down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Brings up 3rd and
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill uncorks one for Davis. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 2-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, they'll call.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jackson now. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
A fumble on the play. Out of bounds. The offense retains possession.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. The return man is Hill. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Tannehill over the middle to Smith. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards.
And
that's one way to get yourself out of a hole. They're backed up deep. And while this looked like a simple completion at first, he was able to create some space, and off he goes. Separation not just in the route, but after the catch, too.
A first down carry for Henry. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Tannehill. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
He got it there.
And 9 at the 37-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Tannehill goes underneath for Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Yeah, not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Ball carrier.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Dobbins, the ball
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
The score, Ravens 14, Titans 6. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10. Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
To Corey Davis.
A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards.
Titans 1st down.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
To Derrick Henry.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. The Titans on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 23, Titans 12.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Titans on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over
at their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's good.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Brings up second.
Still 9 remaining on second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there. First down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10.
I got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 2.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to be taken down here. Still a couple yards short of the first. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
Field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And now it's 2nd down.
On the coverage.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now in desperation, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Throwing again is Tannehill to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to